No Hindenburg situation, no Titanic situation, okay? So it's gonna be a good day. Yes, I'm missing my mustache right now. And later on, everything's gonna go off. Truth. Facts. Truth and facts. All of this is gonna be missing later on. We'll take another video again later on when it happens. Love y'all whoever watches this video.
No, that's not approved.
The FDA says it's approved.
So it's going to be a good day all day?
Yes, it is. Even when I
all day.
Shave all of this
all
off.
day.
Yes. Even when I shave all of this off.
All day.
It's going to be an amazing day.
It's what time right now?
Shaboing
I
boing.
would say 9:30. 7 o'clock maybe.
Shaboing boing. That's what we're doing later on. Shaboing boing. You can stop filming now.
Not good enough.
It's gonna be a great day. Today's a great day to have a great day. Boone. Cut. Somebody come in with a. Can somebody come in with a? Can you not?
Hey you guys, welcome back. I've missed you so much since our last video, the love episode. Right now, I wanted to kind of continue that theme since it's still February. And I think it's a pretty important month for George. I'm quite sure when he was alive, he used this time to celebrate his birthday and Valentine's Day as well. From what we do know, George was a lover's boy. Ultimately, he was a fool for love when it came to Sarah Boone. He wore his heart on his sleeve. He seemed like a really funny, cool guy, even in the face of being abused. So I wanted to take this time to celebrate George and send him some heavenly birthday love and some heavenly Valentine's love. And it is approaching his heavenly anniversary as well. So in this episode today, we'll kind of celebrate for George the fact that Sarah is finally under the jail, as she likes to say, even though it wasn't intentional, but we'll be a little malicious and just relish in the fact that her appeal will most likely be denied, and that alimony that she was living like a fat rat off of has finally dried up and will be coming to an end. We can kind of celebrate that Brian, Lucas, the Torres family, and everybody involved kind of got not peace, but justice for sure. Everyone for sure got justice, and now George can rest in peace. And Sarah can stay under the jail, reminiscing on her glory days, walking around Tillwood Apartments, braless, barefoot, ranting and raving, and racking up a bill at the bar that Brian is probably still paying off today. Our guy.
Know that.
I don't.
Know that.
By myself?
Yes.
No.
Go for a walk.
No, I'm just gonna chill out. If that's the case, I'll just chill out. So much, like, this.
Don't ever be a woman.
How can I be a woman?
Don't ever.
I can't. But I can, somewhat understand.
Don't ever.
I can somewhat understand. Somewhat understand. I can somewhat understand, yes, where you're coming from. But when you have a child and it's like right now, this is too much. But we had a blast with them. Amazing.
Then you got out of sorts and pushed me, and he stole my phone and called Brian.
I got out of sorts. Why you said that? I got out of sorts.
You pushed me.
I pushed you. I didn't push you. How do I get out of sorts all of a sudden? I don't want to hear it.
You drink too much, and you're upset.
Drink too much.
Go get your fuck card shaped.
What are you talking about?
Your retard paper. Don't hit women.
Have I hit you? No. So where are you going with this?
I'm turning this off.
Tell me whatever it is that you have off. I get it. You can film me, take a picture, or whatever you want.
You can tell you're automatically drunk.
I'm not doing.
Do I ever get a buzz? No, I don't.
I'm not doing anything to you.
No, I
Sarah.
never do.
I'm not doing anything to you, Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. You know how Sarah had these sayings, almost like unconsciously she repeated these sayings that we all have grown to adopt. Like a lot of us can't hear not intentional and not think about Sarah Boone, or even like the word malicious. But sleep, we know that was her favorite. I fell asleep. That was like her number one favorite. Another one was, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like when the detectives were literally asking her serious questions about George, she would just, I don't know what you want me to tell you. You can put down below some of your favorite Sarah Boone sayings, like, yeah, you might wanna, or yeah, you might wanna, just to feed the beast. As we look at this footage from Owens, which kind of cements why Sarah will not, in my opinion, win her appeal, because Owens knew, he had to know. Either he just wanted the fame or then go out with the gusto, but he knew that this case was not winnable, in my opinion. I actually think a lot of us knew more about the case than he did.
How is batter even?
It's premature for them to be arguing the question of intent.
But that's not what Wagner says.
Her statement to the police is not one of self-defense. It is one of accident. She repeatedly says there was no violence that day. So that is where the state's position is, that their notice is deficient. Judge, the state is not surprised by any of the evidence that has been in the discovery for years. I'm not going to belabor the facts in the discovery, but suffice it to say that the decedent and the defendant had a violent relationship, and generally this violence seems to be fueled by alcohol. We're completely aware of all of this domestic violence history, but that does not make a battered spouse syndrome defense any more than being mentally ill without showing more makes for an insanity defense. Their original notice was insufficient, and there's no reason to argue it since they've amended it. So turning to the amended notice, it still does not set forth what they are going to show that shows that she suffered.
On him.
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what
gurgled.
time this morning
Like he
did you
gurgled.
start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because
afternoon?
I was awake, but then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30-ish, whatever it is, and I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase, and he wasn't moving, nothing was happening, so I unzipped it, took him out and started doing CPR on him. Mm-hmm. He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called us?
Yes.
Okay.
And air was coming out, and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR, you were doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
All
the
right.
person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing.
And he's got no medical. He doesn't take any medication.
I don't know. Like, I don't know medical wise. Like, what I know, he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay.
After watching Sarah pretend as if George had a medical emergency and totally negate to mention that she beat George with the little bat that Lucas had around the house, it makes this celebration a little sweeter. It makes the fact that Sarah is sitting wondering if she has one more chance to be free after she turned down her sweetheart deal. It makes it a little sweeter just for George. Just a little sweeter.
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
Well, I mean, we were playing.
No, I know,
that
but
time,
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so.
The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
Gotcha. The battery doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like...
I don't think you all understand who I am, where...
Okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't zip somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't, like, completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to...
I always wonder what was going through her mind at this point. At this point, she knows that she beat George.
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
Question: did Sarah remember that she beat George before this video, or did she just remember as the detectives showed her the footage?
And you're claiming that it had a paper clip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
Is what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paper clip on it. It's got...
But the zipper part is broken.
Yes, which is why we were going to send it.
Yeah.
I just...
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
But you could on the inside, too. I don't know how...
Well, why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he saw, like, where the hole was. I don't know.
I didn't see a hole.
No one
I didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers.
Yeah.
And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh, good, I got him in there. Now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase
She's been drinking
and then watches
probably
that
went
video?
to sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before. I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. I mean, you obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick, especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So
what
but my thing
you
is
say
that
we're assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling
fingers,
you what's on there.
so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole that
He
you're
essentially
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Huh.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way.
Okay, well.
I did not zip it up all the way.
But if anything else shows up, you can go take that paper down to headquarters.
It's not doing anything else because you're taking him down.
I
Put
mean,
him under the jail.
He's going
Under the jail.
I go down there so he's not in trouble and telling him that it's okay. And I came up with the story of that we were sword fighting.
Now, this straight-A student expects we the people to believe these crazy stories that she just makes up, like sword fighting and hide-go-seek, right? Which is probably why the Torres family could see right through her and didn't like her very much. We'll see some footage later of George's daughter explaining just how malicious Sarah really was behind the scenes. Like this body cam footage of the police looking for George in the midst of another one of Sarah's games. We'll see George's mom explain a little bit about the relationship between Sarah and George.
Morning, ma'am. Can we talk to Jorge Jr.?
No, he's working.
Okay.
He's working? Yeah, he's working in it. That's Aloma. I think let me see. You go this way and you go to Aloma.
Okay.
That's the Ace there.
Oh, he works at Ace Hardware.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're just here to speak to him about something that possibly happened yesterday.
In the police report, they say why they went to.
Okay. All right.
And the lady that he's having problems, she has his ID, and she don't want to give it to him for a long time.
Okay.
He got everything.
Because he was just arrested, wasn't he?
Yeah, because I think arguing with her.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah, we just wanted to speak to him about something real quick. If he's at work, we'll have a chit chat with him at work, and we'll go from there. So, okay, man, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Sarah has called the police on George while he unknowingly hangs out in the house with her, not knowing that he is about to be arrested. And Sarah plays games with the police, and he's in violation of a stay-away order, so they have to arrest him. But this explains this footage that we've all seen.
Right here. You can stay right here. He doesn't know that you call. He doesn't know how to do it.
No description, car QA,
have to.
requesting an area check.
Why do you have to? We left earlier. We respected your wish, I guess. Yeah, we respected your wish earlier, okay? But he's here. It's because it's domestic. That's the only reason why. Yeah, I have to, man. You can stay right here. He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to know. I'll hear your piece. You can sit back here. Stop ringing. It's just sprinkling. It's okay.
Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections with credit time served that
I love you, babe. No, take it easy. Did you hear me? I love you. Call Pop and Mom. Tell them that I'm... Sarah, call Pop and Mom.
I'll make him go over there and do it. Babe.
Which cup? No.
It's all right, babe. George, give me your mom's and your father's number.
Just stay here,
I don't know it.
You don't know it?
She knows. Sarah knows. What's the charges against?
So the domestic battery charge that he got hit with last week or whatever it was, he was given a no contact order by the judge. Okay, whether she invites him or not,
I know.
he knows he can't be here. So he was here this morning, and she called us this morning. Okay, he's now back, and he knows by he can't be any contact.
Can I give you some money so you can make a phone call?
No, he gets a phone call when he's down there. Yeah, he gets one when he gets in.
You don't got nobody's number?
Well, if you have a piece of paper real quick, you can get it for me and we'll give it to him.
You don't know your mother's number? She has.
If you can get it real quick, we'll give it to him.
Can I get his mother's number and his mother's number?
And make sure that...
Are you satisfied with your attorney so far throughout this trial?
Definitely.
I can totally see why the neighbors called her Drunky the Bear. This was one of the final times George was arrested before his final demise in apartment 3. For it to be so close to George's birthday, Valentine's Day, I've never personally seen a photo of Sarah and George together happy, celebrating. I've never seen Sarah treat George in any regard other than after what she did to him, totally smearing his name through the mud.
748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, F-R-A-N-T-Z.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Fire risk. That's the location, Mercy.
That's 32.
No, please don't leave.
4748 France Lane, apartment 3.
France Court.
France Court?
Yes.
Okay, is this near Mackenzie Drive?
I don't know where that is.
Okay, fine, okay.
It's Tealwood Park Apartments.
Okay, and?
Please! Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay, listen to me. All right, I want you to place the heel of your hand, okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is mixing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes. Come on, please, hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
I'm still doing it while I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay.
Still doing it.
All right, just continue pumping his chest. Count on a second count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, ma'am, they're getting there as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple.
Okay. Keep pumping his chest for me, ma'am.
I'm still doing it, okay? Still doing it. Just don't make me count, okay?
Right, okay, that's fine. You're doing a good job. Just keep on doing it for me. That's all right. They're getting there as fast as they can, along with the sheriff's office also, okay?
Please.
Okay. Keep on pumping, ma'am. 1,
We were playing hide
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on pumping for me, ma'am.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Believe me, I'm doing it, okay? We were playing hide and seek.
Okay. All right, I understand. All right, just keep on pumping for me, okay? Okay.
Please hurry. This
Right,
is
okay.
horrible. This is horrific. What happened? Like, what happened?
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest for me, okay? They're in the parking lot. They should be up there shortly, okay?
Yes. I'm still doing it, okay?
All right, okay, good. And you found him in a suitcase, you said?
Yes. We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep. I think they're here.
Right, just keep on pumping his chest until they take over, okay?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Open! Come in! Can I stop pumping now?
Anything else, because you're taking him down.
I
Put
mean,
him under the jail.
He's going.
Under the jail.
She was definitely correct as far as us not liking her, and she should have stated that she didn't like us either, because that is very much correct as well. She, like I stated, is very evil, and what she is acting out there on the stand and within that courtroom is baffling to me, because that is not the real Sarah Boone at all. But yeah, she was correct. We don't like her. We didn't like her. That will never change. Unfortunately, I do feel bad for her and I wish her the best. But what I do wish is that my father receives his justice and she gets the time that she deserves. And a slap on the wrist is not it. Other than that, as far as a relationship with Sarah, one that was a good one, there wasn't one. We tried, we definitely tried, but she did not.
And Victoria, thank you for sharing all of that. I want to go to your mom now. Dolores, you were married to George for 14 years.
When beautiful Lucas is here, we don't listen to none of that. I don't want to hear
Per se fight me, because we've only, I want to say that we've had one engagement, which was for my children's birthday party that they attended later in the evening. So I really have never had like a confrontation. It was made verbal over the phone. She had threatened me a couple times to come over and that she would dust her doormat for myself and my daughters. But it was basically verbal threats that she would give every time that George would call his children, any chance that he had, that he was able to call his children to speak, and I was present. It was a problem for George. She was very much jealous of me. For what reason, I'm not aware of. But we never had physical, altercations.
Well, and that's a very good thing. Tell us, Dolores, during your marriage to George, was he ever violent with you or any of your kids?
He was never violent with my children. We would have normal husband and wife family spats here and there, but never to the point where police were ever involved, DHS was ever involved. We were never that type of family. I want to say the only thing that I can say about George is that he was a ladies' man.
I've had to lie to you guys 3 times.
And you shouldn't have to do that, so let's make it.
Anything physical ever take place in terms of physical violence that he inflicted on you?
No.
Okay. And thank you for that. I know these are very personal questions.
My boyfriend is dead. Okay, send the line for the.
Get your side of all this, as everyone in the courtroom isn't hearing it. Destiny, we're so happy to have you here. You were a surprise this morning. We knew Anna Victoria was coming on and your mom, and we're so glad to see you too. What would you like to say about your dad, the kind of person that he was? What would you like the world to know about him?
My dad was an amazing person. He was my best friend. Nobody's perfect, but my dad was very loving. Everybody loved him back. He didn't deserve what happened to him. I don't think anybody deserves to die like that. I was 15 when it happened. I ended up being very depressed and going through thoughts and things of that nature. Yeah, we're just really trying to get my dad justice.
We know you are. We know you are. And Anna Victoria, back to you really quickly. You said that no one has reached out to you. Has the prosecutor's office reached out to your family?
As far as my father's mother, his father, his siblings, we talked on the phone for months at a time, every so often. I would say that I spoke to my father at least 3 times a week, maybe more. And we would stay on the phone as long as he possibly could stay on the phone with me, without Sarah getting agitated or whatever the case may be.
Sure.
I can't really put into words the way she would act.
Yeah.
We are the voices now, and
She especially her.
Clearly, Jorge Torres is dominating the defendant. Clearly, Jorge Torres is the one telling the defendant what to do. Clearly, Jorge Torres is the one calling the shots at 4748 France Lane. Ladies and gentlemen,
this prosecution put on a master class, and as we celebrate for George on his first birthday after receiving justice, I hope that his family is celebrating as well, because they deserve it. His children, his ex-wives, his mother, father, and his siblings. As Sarah sits and stews in all of her bad choices.
She has presented of herself is that at the end of a Sunday fun day, where we are drinking, we're outside by the dartboard, we're doing puzzles, we're doing arts and crafts, and there finally comes a point in time where we're going to play hide and seek. And he says, "Tag, you're it." Even though she's it, she goes upstairs, hides in the shower, eventually gets tired of being there, it's cold, so on and so forth, and she comes back downstairs. And as she comes back downstairs, she can see Mr. Torres fiddling to place himself inside the suitcase to try and hide for this game. And the lid is not closed and it's flapping. And out of jest, out of levity, undisputed according to her testimony, she comes over there and zips it shut. Whether it's 100% or enough for 2 fingers to get out, that is something that you decide as the jury. But there came a point in time where the fun and games was over. And Mr. Torres told her that. Babe, I can't breathe. Sarah, babe, let me out. This is all on video. We don't have to imagine this. This is all on video, 1062. At that point in time, she is using force against him that is not justified. She is the initial provocateur. She is the aggressor under the law. And what level of force is it? I can't breathe. Not let go of my hand, not get... He is saying, I can't breathe. It is no different than a naked chokehold that she does not let go of. And she...
These to where I can write on them as opposed to anything that's on a laptop.
I am unable to provide that for you. I have been provided the process has been provided to me by the Orange County Jail. I understand that's your preference, but I can't do anything more than what I've done right now.
I understand. And I have had other information given to me, which is why I've been waiting for the boxes for them. So I don't know, is this something that I need to pursue continuously still for me to be able to receive my hard copies? Because no one tells me anything.
I cannot answer that question because that may call for me providing you legal advice, which I am prohibited from doing.
Okay. Well, because I have no other way of contacting you other than in a letter, and it's AKA worldwide. So am I supposed to go back and speak to the captain and whoever else it is that I might need to speak to in order to receive these?
Again, I cannot answer that question. All I can tell you is that we will have a hearing on August 5, whereby which Prison Break Investigations will provide all of the information on USB drives. Those will be provided to a representative from the Orange County Jail who will place all that information on a laptop for you to use, and that's accessible for your use from 0800 to 1600 every day.
Right. Okay, so I guess I will figure that out, because if I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't utilize the laptop, which is why another reason why I was looking forward to the hard copies. So my other question is my time prorated for the time that I've been waiting for my discovery?
I'm not sure I understand what that means.
Will I be having additional time added, or will it be extended from the time period of me waiting for my discovery still?
I'm not in a position to answer that question. I don't know what it is that you're asking for.
My pretrial is supposedly set for September 24th, I believe it is. So obviously I will not be prepared, and obviously I do not know what I'm doing, and obviously I'm still waiting for my discovery. So for that time period that I have been waiting for almost 4 weeks now, will that be added to the time frame in order for me to be properly prepared?
As of right now, the dates are what the dates are, ma'am.
Okay, so I just miss a week, a month.
The dates are what the dates are.
So I also sent you, I believe, 5 motions. Have you received those?
No, ma'am, I have not.
They were mailed last week.
Then I have not received them yet. The last correspondence I got from you, ma'am, was received on July 8th.
Okay. 5 motions I've mailed. They're probably sitting wherever else it is, considering it takes a day for you all to receive my mail, considering I'm right down the street from you all. So I have those also in order, which may change whatever information or anything that I'm trying to acquire in between now, the month less that I have in order to prepare for my trial. That's in October. So if you could keep an eye out for those also. I don't know who I'm supposed to ask. How did Mr. Lane come into any of this? Like, how was he called?
Mr. Lane has been your investigator in this case, and he was advised to attend this morning's hearing by virtue of being provided the discovery in order to digitize it so that you can have access to it.
The court contacted him?
I did not contact him.
Am I allowed to speak to him directly?
You can?
Mr. Lane, who contacted you in order for you to be here, please?
The GA.
If I'm pro se and my own attorney, shouldn't I be included in all of this so I know what's going on and not a surprise hearing like it is again for the second time?
Ma'am, again, this is why there were benefits to being represented by counsel. The court has already identified in its 16-page order the reasons for why you no longer have those benefits.
Right, which
It
is
makes
now
things
formed.
exceptionally more difficult, as I explained to you, in communicating with the court and communicating with the state attorney's office.
Isn't that what a certificate of service is for anything that's filed by anybody in the court?
There
That
was,
should be included in that.
ma'am, there was no certificate of service for setting this for today. This was coordinated by the JA. You were advised as soon as it was set. It was set yesterday.
It's just very odd to me that the news knew about it before I did.
Again, I can't speak to that.
And so nonetheless, my constitutional right to counsel is being forfeited on your behalf in the court. So now I don't get appropriate notice in preparation for me to be able to be here and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and act as and perform as?
I've already addressed the reasons, ma'am, for why there was a forfeiture and alternatively a waiver in the 16-page order that you were provided. Again, it's difficult to communicate with you based on where your current housing is. I'm not able to pick up the phone. The judicial assistant's not able to pick up the phone to communicate with you or send you an email to schedule certain things. And it leaves a little bit of a level of further complication.
How is it the news knows before I do?
You keep asking the same question and the answer is going to be the same. I cannot answer that question for you because I do not know. Last night, I've already explained.
Ask the news crews how they got here?
No, ma'am, I'm not going to let you do that. They're not under oath. They're not a party to this action right now.
It's wrong and it's unfair.
You're certainly entitled to that opinion. Do you have any other questions?
Finally, know that.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
Alcohol is...
I've had to lie to you guys 3 times.
We can also do a little celebrating for Brian and Lucas as well. He now has an extra $1,000. Sarah is now a ward of the state, and all of her needs will be met. Brian and Lucas, they are free of buying boxes of Woodbridge, cartons of cigarettes, and paying unexpected light bills. Since this is the first birthday that George's family has with justice, we hope that they have a great one. If you haven't caught up on our last episode, make sure you do, and I'll see you on the next one.